All right, guys, welcome to another episode of Dive into Real Estate Investing for Newbies podcast. I have a very special guest, Rod Long. Rod has had, just from what I call it, like just very fast success. And I just want to thank Rod for being on the show. Thank you, Rod, for taking out your time to be on the show today.
Absolutely, man. My pleasure. My pleasure.
Yeah. So Rod, man, tell us what state you in, city, and kind of how you got started, your story.
Okay, so I'm in Houston, Texas, and I came to Houston from Detroit, Michigan. And when I came to Texas, I came out here to kind of get away from the economic downturn that was happening in Michigan at the time, and just looking to grow. I was recently married. We had young kids, and we just were looking for the dream, man, and just headed out to Texas without any plans.
No road map, no GPS, no nothing.
Map,
just gone.
Nothing, man. No right. Job, nowhere to live. We just kind of jumped in and was hoping for the best. And I knew about Houston. I had been here before, and everybody was saying that Houston was the place to be. So we just jumped in and came on out here, man. And once we got here, we moved into a hotel, an extended stay, and we're just hoping to find a job and somewhere to live. And I never got a job because, number one, I didn't really have like a college degree, no education. And so finding something good was a little bit tough. And so being in that hotel for a long time, man, like 3 or 4 months, my wife ran an ad on Craigslist that I was willing to do landscape work. And I got a call from that, and somebody let me work on the yard, and I bought a mower and a weed eater and a blower, man, start going door to door trying to, get work. I'm just giving you the short version. And I did that for like 3 years, just working hard, man, 16-hour days in that Texas sun. And finally ran into a real estate investor who was rehabbing and flipping houses. And he asked me to come and give him a bid on, keeping his properties cleaned up and, stuff like that. I worked for him for about a year. And I asked him one day, hey, how do you do this real estate thing, man? It looks like you living good and like you having fun. This guy's younger than I am, man. So I'm like, man, you got to show me this, right?
Right.
So he said, no, I will not show you. And, you're going to keep mowing the lawns and I'm going to flip the houses, And so I kind of took that as fuel to my fire. I went home and jumped on Google, and I found a free event by a guy named Phil Grove. And I went to that free event. But when I got there, they wanted like 20,000.
Yeah, they sold you. Caveat.
Yeah. So I'm like, man, I don't got no 20,000. So they were offering like a free training. So I took all of those things that they said in that free training, and I put it I immediately went after it, right? So I put a sticky note on somebody's door. We saw a house that was like overgrown, grass overgrown, looked like it was empty.
Right.
We put a sticky note on the door that said, I want to buy this house. And I put the phone number on there. 3 days later, we got a call, and the lady said, yeah, I really want to sell my house. I'm going through a very bad divorce, and I owed the bank $54,000 on this house. And if I don't get it paid off, they're going to foreclose. My credit will be ruined. and I won't be able to move on after this divorce. I need to sell it now, So I told her, I can give you 54,000 cash. I didn't have a dime in my name. I'd say, yeah, I'll give you 54,000 for this house. I'll pay it off, and you'll clear your name, clear your credit. So she agreed. She signed the contract, and I don't have a clue what I'm doing right now. But I'm like, I gotta find, either I'm gonna have to find the money or I'm gonna have to find somebody to get this house closed. So I called the same guy who I worked for a year and who wouldn't show me the game. And I told him, hey, man, I got this house you might want to buy, man. So he came out, him and his contractor, they walked through it. They was in there for like 30 minutes. They came out and he said, hey, man, I'll give you 65,000 cash for it. So I said, all right, cool. We signed what's called an assignment contract. I assigned my interest from the first contract over to him, and sent everything to the title company. When he brought his $65,000 check, it paid off the 54,000 to the bank and left me a check for 11,000. So I made 11,000 in 17 days.